Let's do this.
What's up, everyone? This is Crunchy Frog, and we are back with episode 3 of Behind the Gamer series with KoS. And this week we have Rufio on. Rufio, would you like to introduce yourself?
Hey everyone, I'm Rufio. I've been in KoS since around 4th of July this year, 2011, and I originally apped for Bad Company 2, and now I'm playing a lot of BF3. I've been an admin for a couple months now as well in both games.
Sweet, man. That actually answers a lot of questions on here.
Oh,
So
sorry.
no,
I'll
no,
keep it
no.
moving.
That's a good thing. That's less boring run-of-the-mill questions I have to do because now you all answered them in one. So that's awesome. Thank you very much for that. I
Alright.
actually really appreciate that. All right. So the first question we kind of asked every week we kind of do is the origin of your name, kind of what made you think your name.
Alright, well, Rufio actually came from when I was playing MMOs. I first got into playing Guild Wars, and right about the time I started doing that, I started dating my now fiance, and she had a lot of like Tinkerbell stuff, and, back from her youth. That was her thing, and so I called her Tink. And then when I was making my characters, all my roommates knew all about that, and they were like, what should I call him? And I was making a ranger, and my roommate just goes, Rufio, Rufio, Rufio the Ranger, and so Rufio was born, and it's been my name for like any internet name or game I've ever played.
That's friggin' hilarious because I know we always used to do that to you in TeamSpeak. Once you you told us that story, so every time something good would happen in Battlefield, we would always yell Rufio, 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 and
Yeah, we haven't brought out the bangarang yet, but maybe after a few more wins tonight.
oh yeah. All right, so the second question I have to ask you is kind of the first game that you really got involved in. Doesn't matter what platform it was on. Just whatever. Whatever you want. What was your first game?
Well, if you really want a gaming history out of me, I guess the best thing that I ever got for a gift my entire life was the Super Nintendo back when I was like 6 years old, and I just played the shit out of Super Mario Brothers. But when I really started getting serious about PC gaming, was I was about I guess I was like 19, and my roommate was big into Counter Strike, and I just started playing that, and I just developed, expanding into other genres. Like I started playing a lot of RPGs. I played Zelda and all that before, but I started getting a little more hardcore about it. Playing Final Fantasy, getting into WoW and Guild Wars, and then started playing. I got into COD. But yeah, I didn't really get too serious about PC gaming until I was about 19. My college roommate, I have to blame him for that.
Well, that's really interesting. A lot of the times you'll have people that don't really actually remember how they get started, and they kind of just tell me that they remember playing something on an older thing like the Atari or something like that. So it's really cool
Yeah.
that you were able to provide a full history kind of in respect. So that's always awesome.
It really would have been a lot more. It would have been born a lot sooner, but I think my parents knew that I would have been way too into it, and my electronic time was severely restricted until I got some freedom in college. But
Yeah, I heard that, man. All right, so the next question we have here is kind of do you have any outstanding stats in any games? I think one of the episodes we did, the guy was talking about how many sheer hours he had in certain games. And some people like to talk about their kills. Do you have anything like that?
um, I'm not really a big stats guy. I'm more about like a win loss kind of thing. But I've got like a 2.2 KDR in Battlefield right now, I think, or 2-1 or something like that. So that's pretty good for that game. It's hard to stay alive. Um, and oh, actually, my buddy and I shared an like NHL 2010 account, and we were ranked in the top 10 in the world at shootout matches,
Oh wow, that's
which
that,
is
that is
to
pretty amazing.
totally freaking random. And there's probably not a huge player. There wasn't a huge player base for it, for just the shootouts. But it was fun as hell. We'd just sit there, drink beer and play shootouts like while we did our homework.
Well, I mean, regardless, you're still competing against, no matter how big the game is, you got to figure you're competing against thousands of people, even in the smallest game. But to be ranked that high, that's pretty an outstanding stat, to say the least.
Yeah, yeah, it's one of those random things, I guess.
All right, so the next question I have is kind of, as always, what country do you live in, and kind of, what part of the country you live in?
I was born and raised in Salem, Massachusetts. I am back in Mass now after going to college in upstate New York and high school out in New Hampshire. And now I'm back in Blackstone, Mass, which is, if you know Massachusetts, like south of Worcester and just north of Woonsocket, Rhode Island. So it's kind of right there on the border.
All right, man, that sounds pretty cool. Always the New England states are always fun. The next question I have is kind of, there are two questions, but I'm just gonna lump them into one because they kind of involve the same thing, and that's the favorite class and weapon you have, and kind of your favorite play style.
Oh, this is a very difficult question for Battlefield 3. I guess I'll get BC2 out of the way since I play that too on here at Kill on Sight. And 94 Assault all the way, or the for the Assault class, or the UMP 45 for Engineer. BF3 is kind of one of those games where I'm having a real hard time finding a favorite gun, especially since the patch that just came out kind of nerfed a lot of accuracy across the board recently. But right now I'm kind of settling in on burst fire weapons. So I'm going with the KH 2002, which is on the assault class, as is the AN94, which I couldn't play before the patch, but now that they kind of buffed it up a little bit, I'm back to my BC2 habits. So I kind of play. I like to play like a mid-range game, and I kind of take like a couple buildings and stake them out. And yeah, that's about it. The other class I play is NG, and I use the G36C. I find that it's even after the patch, it's still hands down the best engineer weapon.
Yeah, I do, basically what you said. I like to keep my game mid-range and stuff like that, and I am, pretty partial to burst fire weapons myself. So the only thing is you're about 10 times better at Battlefield than I am. So we play the
I've,
same game but get different results apparently.
yeah, I watched a couple of your COD videos earlier today actually, and yeah, I noticed that you like to do the same kind of thing with your M4. But yeah, for attachments too, generally use the same attachments on all my guns. I use the reflex red dot, the silencer because map awareness and map stealth is key, and the foregrip which lowers recoil. And that's what I use in pretty much all my weapons.
No, Steph, I definitely agree with pretty much everything you just said there. So, the next question, and I think this is going to be the last one because I think all of these other ones are kind of, not really pertains to you. And that would be, do you have any side projects? Maybe a YouTube channel, if you have a Minecraft server, if you have, a guild on like a World of Warcraft or something like that. Do you have anything like that, or a website even?
Well, I was writing, as far as website goes, I'll get it out of the way. I was writing a blog about wine. I drink a lot of wine. That's weinsteinguys.blog.com. But I haven't posted on that because I'm in school right now, and I'm really not going to get back into it for a few more months until I graduate, get all my studies out of the way. And I used to be in a guild called Lazy Nation for Guild Wars, and I'll probably go back there in addition to staying in KoS once Guild Wars 2 comes out. And I just started my YouTube channel like 2 days ago, which is why I got all the footage for this interview here. And I'm really getting into it pretty hard. I've already got 2 videos up. It's my channel name's Rufio DA5. So that's Rufio da 5. And yeah, I'm gonna be making a lot more montages and stuff for BF3. So and I'll try to get them posted up on the uh, the KoS official site too. I need to talk to you about that too, Crunchy. But as long as my explicit lyrics aren't a problem, they'll be up there too, hopefully.
All right, guys. So you heard the man. Definitely, I'll leave a link in the description to his blog, his YouTube channel, and as always, if you like the gameplay you're seeing, this is his, this is not mine. I could probably not even go positive in this game, so this is his stuff. So if you like it, definitely go ahead on over to his channel and sub. And if you're not already subbed to KoS Gaming Official, remember to always sub up there and leave positive comments for your boy Rufio the Ranger. Until next time, do you have any other closing thoughts, Rufio?
Yeah, I just want to give a shout out to everyone who practiced for the 4v4 tonight. Can't even remember the clan we played against, but everyone who came up to practice and Straw for setting up strong gig. And we're just a little high off a win right now. And shout out to them for a good job tonight.
There you have it, guys. Leave a like for the KoS Battlefield 3 Scrim Team's win and recent successes in there as well. I forgot to point that out earlier. So until next time, guys, this has been Crunchy Frog with Rufio in Behind the Gamer, Episode 3. And until next time, guys, I will see you all later. Peace.